swear on this?
Do whatever you want, Ibu.
Okay.
All right, so hey everybody, welcome to this new episode. I don't know what number this is because I don't know what order I'm gonna upload these in, but welcome to this new episode. So today we have Ibu. You guys all remember Ibu. Ibu, say hi.
Hi.
Okay, so, and we're gonna get right into the interview podcast, right? So Ibu, we all graduated around, first of all, how are you?
I'm good.
I hope you've been keeping okay, being locked up and things.
Yeah, trying not to get the COVID, but yeah.
Gotcha. Good. All right, so why don't you give us a brief rundown of what you've been up to since May of 2020 when we were all kind of, evacuated from school?
Okay, I mean, for the summer, I just spent it at home avoiding people, only going to the grocery store. So
your normal thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so yeah, but worse because introvert times 100.
Times 100, gotcha.
But it was sad because I didn't really get to see you guys to like say bye or anything. So yeah, and then I moved to Indiana. That was fun. Drove all the way, 14 hours.
You drove? Oh, you
no,
can't
I didn't drive.
Right?
I don't know how to drive.
So who drove?
My sister. She helped me move. And then I started school, my PhD program in mechanical engineering at Notre Dame. So that's what I've been doing so far, trying to stay afloat with grad school. Yeah.
Gotcha. And how has that been, grad school in general? Would you say that there are like highs and lows of it, or is everything just like a complete low? Like I hate it,
So when it started, everything really was just a complete low. First of all, I didn't know anyone, and like with COVID and everything, everyone wearing masks, I couldn't really like make friends or anything. Mm-hmm. But I would say that as it continued, it kind of got better. I started to meet people, like hang out with people like in a safe way. Remember, guys, wear your masks, don't go outside. But it was good. Like I was really struggling. Like I don't know if like everyone else feels this way, but like grad school hit me kind of different. Like I knew everyone was always like, yeah, it's gonna be different from undergrad, but it was different.
Gotcha. That's cool. And have you been vaccinated at all?
No.
I mean, I said vaccinated, not vaccinated, tested.
Have I been tested? I get tested every week. I'm COVID free, got tested last week, so yay.
Awesome. And that's just like a school policy?
Yeah, I mean, during the year when undergrads are back, it's like once in a while, like maybe once every 2 weeks, but like now the undergrads are gone and it's just grad students, it's like every week. Yeah, it's a school policy. You have to get tested.
And it's not the like.
No, God, no. Well, they have that one too. So they have two. They have one that's basically saliva, which is just as awkward because you're spitting in a tube in front of all these people. So that's not very.
Oh, you do it? Yeah. When we did it, we took it home and like.
No, so yeah, like they have a testing center and it's like this big gym-ish arena
where everybody's just like looking at you.
Yeah, because everyone like stays like 6 feet apart. Like they have these like squares where everyone has to stand. Wow. And basically you just stand in there and spit in a tube and it's just awkward. So that's always fun.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So I guess what have you been up to, I guess, outside of school since the pandemic? Because when everybody was forced to kind of go home, people were out of jobs, people couldn't find jobs. Everybody kind of tapped into their inner creativity and started, doing things. Some people were sliding into DMs, some people were so what was your passing the time kind of coping mechanism?
Nnamdi, I'm boring.
you have to have done something, even if it's feeding the cats, maybe it's
So besides school, well, there's my cats. They're my babies. So their names are Sylvester and Alistair. They're currently sleeping beside me. So hopefully they don't start screaming at me during this interview. But yeah, I mean, so I went back so for those of you who don't know, I picked up a minor in graphic design
towards the end.
Last 2 years. Yeah, so I've been painting, which is exciting and it's fun.
Do you have any of your paintings close by?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Dipping into my artistic side.
That's cool. people it might seem boring, but I just wanted to know what
I've
you
actually
did
been thinking
personally to
about
pass the time.
writing. That's one of the things I've always wanted to do, but like I just feel like I've never had like the motivation, or not motivation, like I don't know.
The right space or right like frame of
Yeah,
mind,
but
kind
I
of.
definitely want to get into writing.
What kind of writing? Like a book, a poem?
Oh, hell no, that's too many words.
Oh God.
Probably poetry. Poetry, or like free word. What
Free
is,
word.
I don't know if that's
Yeah,
a,
free, like free
yeah,
verse.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna ask you to do two things.
Don't embarrass me now.
The first is to pronounce your name for everybody
Okay.
who only knows you as Ibu.
Okay.
Why don't you give him a rundown? And by the time I re-edit this, your full description of your name will be at the bottom.
Okay, so my name is Ibukunlua Akintola.
There you go. It's on record,
Yeah.
guys. That's
Okay.
it. Okay. And then do you know the Yoruba meaning of it or the translation?
So they always tell me the translation of my last name. I can never remember, but my first name means God's blessing. Just, yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. And you haven't been back to Nigeria since you came for undergrad?
No, I went in when I was at SHU.
You can't remember.
3.5 years, or by the time I go, because I'm going this summer, God willing, COVID, please just back away. By the time I go, it'll be 4 years since I've been home. Yeah.
So I guess for people that don't know, were you involved in any extracurricular things on campus, any clubs, any meetups that you did with people? Were you into meeting up in the library? So what did you do when you weren't inside a physics class and on campus?
I guess like at the beginning, I was definitely like the social butterfly, because I was in a lot of clubs. I was in photography. I was in brain fire. I was in MLKSA all through. I joined NSCS. I was in
the National Society of Collegiate Scholars.
I was in ASA all through. Yeah, that was basically, those were the ones that really stick out that I was in.
Awesome. I'm going to ask you a question that I asked somebody else, which is, throughout your entire physics program experience, what was your favorite class and what was your worst class and why?
I'm dying because grad school makes me feel so stupid, because like now I'm like, what did I even learn? Like all these 4 years, what did I actually learn? Favorite class? I don't know. I really don't. Worst class, definitely Calc 2 with Moon Kim. I will never forget that man's name.
Calc 2?
Yes, because
I was so sure it was going to be a Yurko course.
No, even Yurko could not stand Moon Kim. It took me a while because I blocked his memory out of my mind because I was triggered in that class. Yeah. We started out with 16 students, and we ended up with 6 students because everyone dropped the class. What? It was insane.
I have a best. Okay, who would you shout out? Let me put it that way.
As
and why? Yeah,
definitely Wong and Mitra. Those two. I feel like I can't place them. So Wong, we all know the whole history with Wong, but she is such a sweet lady, and I feel like she definitely really, really cared about what she was doing. Okay, so Sahina also cares, but she just wasn't able to, I don't know,
touch people's hearts the same way.
I guess. But yeah, Wong was so sweet, and yeah, she was sweet. And Mitra, I feel like I actually so I took Math Methods 1. And I feel like a lot of Mitra's classes have been helping me through. Honest to God, I don't remember a lot of what happened in her class, but the few things I remember, they've shown up in different parts of things classes I've been doing. So I feel like I actually learned in her class. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. What was your best class? I'm asking you the questions now.
My favorite class would probably have to be Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Exactly.
Probably Principles 1, just because coming from Principles of Physics 1.
With Sakina, right?
With
Oh,
Sakina,
I
just
could not.
because
Every
coming
single time with my grades, that can't even say that was my favorite
coming
class.
from I guess coming from Nigeria like directly,
Mm-hmm.
um I had gone through hell because like Nigerian teachers are like you know how they are. Okay, yeah, mine were just like drill sergeants. So like we were
No.
doing like third year like college
College
physics or
physics.
math in like high school. So I was
Yeah.
just so so by the time I came, not only was it an easy class for me, but I just maybe it had nothing to do with the class itself, or
Yeah.
Sakina's teaching, but I just definitely like the whole using Dino, how we took the test with the Scantrons and the things like that.
Yeah.
Just then WebAssign, so I think just the newness of everything. No. Did you take it with anybody else in our physics?
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
Eunice hardly ever showed up. Let me just
Okay.
put him on blast. Johanna hardly ever showed up, and when she did show up, she slept in the class. So that was how it was. Those were the only two that like we knew that were in Calc 2, I think.
In
I'm not
Calc 2.
sure.
I guess in the time that you've been at home and like self-reflecting and things, is
Mm-hmm.
there anything that you've tried, I guess, or anything that you've discovered in like your self-discovery or in terms of becoming a better person that you want to like give advice to people before you sign off, on this episode?
That's so deep. I don't know.
No.
Uh, I know, like I always say I'm a hermit, but like I've actually never realized that sometimes I actually enjoy my own company. I feel like that sounds so
Okay.
horrible, but like no, like I've learned, especially because I live by myself. That's like another thing. Like at first I was like depressed because I was like, there's nothing to do. I'm just talking to my cats. Like those are the only people I'm talking to. But then eventually I was like, self-discovery and like self-love. Like you find that there's things about yourself. Like I found I'm funny. I'm actually funny.
You are.
Just ignore me. But like I will crack up by myself. And like I'm sure like my neighbors are probably wondering what the fuck is wrong with this person. But like, yeah, and I realized that I definitely do need to like work on my connections with people because I feel like I've fallen out of touch with a lot of people. And I know that's such a bad thing because I really do care about you guys and like stop laughing. Stop
I'm
laughing.
just imagining how you're cracking up by yourself.
No, it's like I definitely feel like I need to work on my communication and ensuring that I keep in contact with people. Like even when like grad school is killing me and kicking my butt, like,
Mm-hmm.
I should work on that. But so far, I mean, I'm not like, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're on the right page, definitely,
Yeah.
and identifying where you want to grow or want to improve is obviously the first step,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's working on that, creating like a plan. Like it's one thing to say you want to do something, and then it's another thing to
And
like
to actually do
to
it.
try. So
Yeah.
even you coming out to be one of the first people to do this interview with me is it's a big step
Okay.
up. So I'm
Thank you.
impressed. I'm impressed.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks Ibu for being on I guess this afternoon, depending on when you guys are watching it, it might be a different time of the day, but thanks Ibu for your time,
Thanks for having
and
me.
no problem. It's always a pleasure, and I hope to see you guys on the next episode, whoever that may be. I'm not going to give any spoilers on who it is,
Dun,
but
dun, dun.
stay tuned for the next one. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye. Put things in between two slices of bread and then you can put other things in there. That's a
Gotcha.
sandwich.
So it's a sandwich. Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
So you
Like
guys heard it
toast is
first.
well, no, sometimes people don't like, never mind. Just ignore
Hot
me.
dog is a sandwich, guys. Okay,
Yes.
cool.